Hello, hockey fans. It's Josh, and I'm here to talk some hockey. Kris Versteeg retired about a month ago, so let's talk about his career. Versteeg was born May 13th, 1986, in Lethbridge, Alberta. Versteeg began playing with the Lethbridge Hurricanes of the WHL in 2002. Versteeg was traded to the Kamloops Blazers in 2005 and traded to the Red Deer Rebels during the 2005-2006 season. In 264 WHL games, Versteeg scored 62 goals and had 105 assists for 167 points. Versteeg was drafted 134th overall in 2004 by the Boston Bruins and made his AHL debut at the end of the 2005-2006 season with the Providence Bruins. During the 2006-2007 season, Versteeg was traded to the Chicago Blackhawks, which means he would be playing for the Norfolk Admirals. Versteeg made his NHL debut in the 2007-2008 season. That season, Versteeg had 2 goals and 2 assists in 13 NHL games. Versteeg became a full-time NHLer in the 2008-2009 season. In 2010, Versteeg won the Stanley Cup with the Chicago Blackhawks. Versteeg's name was initially engraved incorrectly on the Stanley Cup, but was later corrected. Versteeg was traded that offseason to the Toronto Maple Leafs. During Versteeg's time in Toronto, he had 14 goals and 21 assists for 35 points in 53 games. Versteeg was traded mid-season to the Philadelphia Flyers. Versteeg didn't spend a lot of time in Philly. Versteeg played 27 games with the Flyers and scored 7 goals and added 4 assists for 11 points. Versteeg was traded to the Florida Panthers in the offseason after the Flyers signed Jaromir Jagr. Versteeg spent about 2.5 years with the Panthers. Versteeg had 27 goals and 38 assists for 65 points in 99 games with the Panthers. Versteeg was traded back to the Windy City during the 2013-2014 season. Versteeg went on to win another Stanley Cup with the Blackhawks in 2015 and was again traded the offseason after they won the Stanley Cup. Versteeg was traded to the Carolina Hurricanes, but only spent about 3/4 of the season there. During Versteeg's time in Carolina, he put up 11 goals and 22 assists for 33 points in 63 games. Versteeg was traded to the Los Angeles Kings for the last bit of the season. Versteeg had 4 goals and 1 assist for 5 points in 11 games. Versteeg was a free agent at the end of the 2015-2016 season. Versteeg signed with SC Bern of the NLA, but failed his medical exam, so he signed with the Calgary Flames instead. Versteeg played 2 seasons in Calgary. Versteeg had 18 goals and 27 assists for 45 points and 93 games with the Flames. Versteeg decided to sign with Avangard Omsk of the KHL. Versteeg split the 2018-2019 season between Avangard Omsk and the Vaxjo Lakers of the SHL. Versteeg had 7 goals and 9 assists for 16 points in 23 games. In Versteeg's final season, he split the season between the Rockford IceHogs and HK Nitra of the Slovenian League. Versteeg had 4 points in 9 games. Versteeg also represented Canada at the 2019 Spengler Cup. Versteeg had 5 points in 4 games, and Canada won the tournament. At the end of Versteeg's career, he had 149 goals and 209 assists for 358 points in 643 NHL games. I think Kris Versteeg had a very underrated career. Versteeg played 10 full seasons in the NHL and had 4 20-goal seasons. What are your thoughts on Kris Versteeg's career? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.